Hello, I'm Anne Lee. I hope you will enjoy my short video recording the construction of a wind farm on Mynydd y Gwair, which means grassy mountain. Mynydd y Gwair overlooks the Amman Valley in South Wales. I have tried to show as many aspects of the construction as possible. There has been a great deal of opposition to the wind farm, and because I live locally, I've decided not to include any public opinion either for or against. This is because people feel so strongly it would be better just to have an historical record of the construction only. I didn't want to get involved in any confrontation. My own opinion is that I have no problem with wind turbines. I'd much rather have them on the mountain just a few miles from my home than a nuclear plant. But I do think that all the countries in the world should work together to find a viable clean energy source for our planet. In the distance you can see a view of a working wind farm in Banwen in South Wales. I'm looking across at Mynydd y Gwair, which is a beautiful and peaceful mountain overlooking the Swansea and Amman valleys in South Wales. This is the site for a new wind farm. Here I am showing you how this rural idyll has been changed forever by the construction of two wind farms on nearby locations at the top of the mountain. Here you can see a section of the tower for the windmill being transported by lorry through the village of Pontardawe, and as you can see it's very tight to get the lorry around the cross, but it does manage it. As I said, it is only one section and it weighs approximately 77 tons. And I believe there are 3 sections to make up the whole tower. These towers are produced in Avonmouth and brought to South Wales along the M4 motorway. The blades which are being used for these windmills are being produced in Scandinavia and being brought in by sea to Swansea docks and are being stored there until they can be transported again by road through Pontardawe into Cwmgors and then up to Mynydd y Gwair. There is a local action group that protest against the wind farm and have been ensconced in a building opposite the entrance to the construction site. They are concerned about the safety on the road during this construction period. Plus, they have many other issues, including the belief that the planning procedure was not followed correctly. I am not going to interview any of the protesters or supporters because it is not my intention to produce a political video. My intention is just to record some of the day-to-day coming and goings of the whole procedure. Today, as I was travelling to Pontardawe, I was stopped by the police because they were bringing some of the dogs up to the mountain from Swansea. Each convoy is escorted by at least 2 police vehicles and 6 police motorbike outriders, plus the contractor's own escort vehicles. We were delayed for about 15 minutes at this site. But if you were following them up from Pontardawe, it would have taken you probably half an hour instead of the usual 8 to 10 minutes. As you can see, there is a very steep incline for the lorries to transport this equipment up to the construction site. I am now looking across at where the first turbine is being erected. Again, we are now back in Bandwen, where you can see the windmills in operation. I have included this clip because it is not yet possible to see the turbines on Mynydd y Gwair in operation. When I was given this assignment, my brain went into hibernation. I just could not think of a suitable topic for a video. Then one day, as I was travelling to Pontardawe, I came across a wide load which was carrying a blade for the turbines they were constructing at the new wind farm on Mynydd y Gwair. I decided there and then I would make a video recording the construction of this wind farm. I took out my phone and actually filmed the 2 special type lorries passing. When I started to plan the video, my first obstacle was how to get the necessary footage to make a cohesive video. This actually turned out easier than I expected because over the next few weeks I came across these loads at different points in their journey. I also took a drive up over the mountain so I could record the construction sites. Because I decided to do this on a sunny day, I had to use a bridge camera so that I could focus through the viewfinder rather than the display screen. And it had a better zoom function than the video recorder because the road was some distance from the construction site. I started putting together various clips I'd recorded using Adobe Premiere Pro, which I had mistakenly purchased and found out that it was far too complex for me to master. So I decided to purchase Premiere Elements 10. I found this much easier to use. It took a while to familiarise myself with the software. I had to decide on which order to put the clips for best effect and decided to follow the journey of the turbine segments from transportation to construction. I found adding and editing special effects quite challenging task, but rewarding. I was amazed at the results achievable by adjusting the position, speed, opacity, etc. Recording and adding the narration was a daunting experience as I don't like recording my own voice. It was quite difficult fitting in what I wanted to say in the duration of the various clips. Where the clip was too short for narration, I just relied on the subtitles I had added to the whole video to aid viewers with hearing difficulties. The various rendering and publishing formats suggested by Nada were rather confusing, and I hope I have achieved what is required of me. Now, what would I do different next time? The main thing that I hope I will do differently is not to procrastinate and just get on with it. and spend more time in the planning stage and decide on a topic which is easier to film, because most of this had to be done on an ad hoc basis.